Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Neighborhood Conversations, where we chat about inclusive conversations, welcome inclusive organizations doing inclusive things. And today we have the amazing Northwood organization, and I'm so happy to have the lovely Chelsey, who is working on a part of the team there. And so, Chelsey, welcome to the Neighborhood Conversations. How are you today?
I'm doing really great. Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
No worries. It's such a awesome privilege. It's actually a cloudy day, but it's actually going to be a sunny day because Northwood is going to share some sunshine of information. So it's going to be really, really good. So Chelsey, um, we're an employment organization and we always try to start off with the magic question. Tell us a bit about yourself first, and then tell us about Northwood and the services that you offer. Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah. My name is Chelsey McPhail. I've been with Northwood for about 2 years now, doing recruitment with them. I come from a extensive healthcare background. So I worked for another nonprofit for I think 7 years. I worked with the VON here in Halifax, born and raised in Halifax as well. And I just really am dedicated to the healthcare field. And I really enjoy working in the healthcare field. It's just been really great. I'm a huge baseball fan as well, so I bring that along with me everywhere I go. But working with Northwood has been really great. We're one of the largest not-for-profits in the entire province. We've been putting out services for 60 years.
Wow.
We have 3 long-term care facilities. We do home care. We have corporate adult services, not adult services, sorry, but like adult day programs and stuff like that. So we go in home care, we go from one end of the province to the other. So we go all the way to Sheet Harbor, and then the other way we go all the way to Victoria County. So it's a pretty wide range that we service. It's been really great so far.
That's really awesome. I can tell that the healthcare system and home care system is definitely top priority, and also it's high demand for sure. And I'm so happy that you folks have been there for 60 years, as you said, 60 years.
We just hit 60 years, I think, this year.
Wow.
So we have our long-term care facility. So we have Halifax, Bedford. We took over Ivy Meadows recently, just the past year. We bought them, and we have them, and we're actually creating another facility. We're building another one in Fall River, with potentially maybe one more down the road. So yeah, we're pretty big. Yeah.
That's really amazing. Kudos to the amazing team there, and yourself included as well. I know that there's so much recruiting going on at Northwood, and I know that there's a lot of turnover. And so I want you to walk us through the process of the recruitment at Northwood and how people can get more connected in that way. Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah. So we attend a lot of job fairs. Between the fall into the spring months. So we're always out and in the public eye. We take applicants from Indeed, Career Beacon. You can go directly to our website to apply. And we have myself and the other recruiters. We look over resumes every morning. And if people apply and they qualify for positions, they're contacted by phone or email. We set up virtual interviews. Since the pandemic and everything, we just stuck with the virtual interviews. It kind of seems to work with applicants. We do interviews for whichever position that they're applying for. And then if they are successful, they hear from myself or Nicole, who's our other recruiter. And we walk them through the next steps of doing references and a criminal record check. We also do health clearances here at Northwood. It's just to make sure that a applicant is, medically fit for the position, and that if we need to know anything about them, we're able to make sure it's on file, keeps them safe and keeps us safe as well. So once we get all through that, we offer, positions out to the applicants, and working with Northwood and learning, with the nurses especially. Nurses come from all different places in the world. And the great thing about having nurses come from, say, India or something like that, they have hours that they've worked in the past that they can actually put forth towards their wage scale. So we can count that and kind of place them on a higher wage scale if they have the past hours they provide the proof and everything like that. So, once we talk to them, do the interview, extend them the offer, we do all their paperwork, we send them out their offer letters, their onboarding paperwork, and then we sign them up and they get contacted for orientation and they're in and on their way.
Wow, that's a good process, and I'm happy that you all have that in place, especially the health check and all that good stuff, just to make sure that people are able and capable to do. And I think that that's a really good because you are working in healthcare, so you
Well,
want to
that's
make
it,
sure.
right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yes. Yes.
So it matters that was the reason why they're compensating I think we've always talked about this not only at Northwood but I think in community compensating, rewarding and giving people the much deserving. And I know in the healthcare system, oh my goodness, I know COVID has taught us a lot of how much you all are so needed as professionals and in the industry. Let us know, talk about the compensating of people in your organization and why that's important, and share why incentives are very beneficial and all that good stuff. Yeah, let's go there.
Yeah, definitely. So, a lot of positions in healthcare happen to be unionized in Nova Scotia. So you can't really waver on the wage or the starting wages. So, having things like new hire incentives or retention bonuses are really great because we want applicants to feel and employees to feel like they're appreciated and that we value their hard work. And, you come out of school with all of these, with student debt, if you become an RN, an LPN, CCA, whatever it may be, that little bit of extra money, helps take care of that student debt if you walk away with, however much. We have lots of new hire incentives, retention bonuses. We also have car incentives for our home care workers who, if you have a car, we help pay for your car. So you get an extra couple, extra money biweekly on your paycheck to go towards your car payment. So working in home care, the wear and tear on your car, you get your mileage, but also that little bit of a bonus, might make you feel super appreciated. And, we have applicants who sign 2-year return service agreements with us. So it's kind of like a win-win for us and for them. They get the great bonus. We get an awesome employee that stays with us for 2 years or hopefully longer. In the healthcare field, there's so much competition out there, especially now. So, kind of having those great incentives is what gives us a little bit of an edge up, I think, to have applicants come towards Northwood and, see what we're about. And we explain to them what the benefits are and everything like that.
Wow, that's really good that, wow, the car payment. Oh, I think I think everyone go work for Northwood now. I think if they pay for your car, I think that's good. Oh no,
right?
On a serious note, that is really really good that you reward and give your staff that complimentary that package that way, because I think that's really important and they are healthcare professionals are doing so much and they do deserve that and more for sure.
Insane. Yeah. Absolutely. And I mean, a lot of people have kids too. That's a huge piece in working, shift work. Healthcare is all shift work. So you got to find childcare. So maybe that extra bit of money helps you be able to pay for a really good childcare that you've always wanted or something like that. So you just look at all of the benefits around that and try to help out as best we can.
Right. That's really important. Let's shift gears here. I know that coming into recruitment again, there's a lot of issues when recruiting. I know people sometimes like you just said, it's a very competitive industry. People are in demand everywhere. Tell us about some of the issues faced when looking for different areas of expertise. Yeah.
I look forward to my family's security in the future. That's the main goal as a father.
The empowerment from changing careers has really just made me want to get out of bed in the morning.
I'm looking forward to growing my business. So I want to hire people like I was hired. I want to give guys that chance.
Il me fera plaisir de continuer à travailler avec les immigrants francophones en Nouvelle-Écosse.
I'm looking forward to the financial freedom that I never had before.
Yeah, the competition out there is very high. Immigration is a huge issue in this province. Just with trying to get all the paperwork in order and how long it takes. The Nova Scotia College of Nursing just announced this great thing coming May 1st. There are certain countries that they're partnering up with. If a nurse is in good standing, they come write the NCLEX exam, and then they don't have to do all of the other pieces. They just wait a couple weeks and they get their license license, which is such a huge benefit to this province because we're in dire need for nurses. I know personally for Northwood, our building in Halifax, I'm not sure if you're familiar, it's located on Gottingen and North Street, off the bridge. We have no parking there. So recruiting for that building for me is very challenging because people don't have time to go and move their car every 2 hours when you're working as a nurse on a very, very intense floor, same as probably the hospital, I'm sure. But, having some parking around there would be huge and help recruit immensely for that building. It's just, those are the two big pieces that I find are, pretty hard. Travel nurses are another challenge that we face. They're not unionized, right? So they get to be paid, lots of money, which is fantastic. That's amazing. But that also puts a huge decline in long-term care where we need staff, where we have live-in residents that need nurses. So, because we have the unions and we follow the collective agreements and everything like that, but the travel nurses don't have that. So those are a couple things that we face. But I mean, overall, we have to go with it day by day and do the best we can and offer what we can.
Wow, those are definitely some issues, especially the immigration part and paperwork. And I think that the government federally are trying to work on getting that done, because we don't want individuals who are so experienced in the healthcare field coming internationally and they're not getting the opportunity that they truly deserve. And also the healthcare system is definitely needy of them.
We're in a crisis, right? We're in a crisis. We're in a healthcare crisis, and all of the people coming from Ukraine, to me, that should be a high priority. There's lots of surgeons and doctors and physicians and nurses that are coming, and I meet them at job fair and my hands are tied because they don't have licenses. There's not much I can do for them. I have to wait, that's just, trying to get them in where they should be is, to me, a priority.
It's a challenge for sure. But I'm happy that the government is actually doing something step by step, and that's really good. And I hope that there'll be more infrastructure when it comes down to the parking and more shift or the way of how Halifax is built. I know that there's a lot of things being built here, and also knowing how sometimes I always question how are decisions being made when it comes down to architecture wise, when it comes down to more parking. You have to know that these people are not going to go park somewhere else, but
especially right down in that area, yourself, there's not many places you can park. So I mean, a lot of people, when they come to work, they don't want to have to pay extra for parking, right? But
those are solvable issues, and I hope that we actually get them solved. They are within control, that we could definitely solve.
I agree, 100%. A little bit of help would be great.
Help. That's good. Northwood is an amazing organization, and talking and seeing your passion and seeing your willingness to come on today to share about it. Tell us, why choose Northwood as an organization of choice? Why should people choose?
I think the question for me is, why not choose Northwood? This organization is a team, and we take pride in providing care to the community. We make our staff feel valued and appreciated, and it's very team oriented, so nobody's ever left on their own, and we support our employees as much as we possibly can. One measure of this is our long service award. We've been given last year and the year before that. And we've had people who have just celebrated 45 years with this organization, and over 100 people who have been with us for, long year recipients for 20 years or more. So I think that shows you right there that we are a great organization, and that we do put our residents and our employees first. One of our sayings is people come first. That's one of our values, and we take pride in that. Northwood has core values, people come first, and we can always do better is one of the other things that we always say. If we make a mistake or we make an error, we're first to acknowledge that, and then, okay, how do we fix it?
Yeah.
How can we do better? How can we better support our residents and make sure that they feel comfortable and safe? And, that's what I think. And I leave my job every day knowing that I've hopefully made a little bit of an impact.
Yeah.
And I hope that I've hired the people that I think are fantastic and are the ones that are taking care of the residents and doing, the hard work and a great job.
Yeah, and I think that that's definitely important. Impact. I love how you say impact, that you make impact. It's the title is important, but it's what you do with the title. I always say that. It's always what you do with the title, and I'm happy that you have that community approach in that way. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been rewarding. Every day I come to work and it's rewarding. And a lot of my priority is doing, nursing and home care. I hire for those two priority positions. And, I've heard such amazing feedback from new home support workers that we've hired that they love going to work every day and meeting new clients out in the community and, coming up with ways to make sure that their day is great and they're feeling comfortable and valued and appreciated.
Wow.
So.
And I also like I think that's so awesome. And I also like that you have that team collaborative approach, because having that teamwork collaborative approach it gets everything done and gets the organization moving smoothly and stuff like that. So kudos to your organization on that for sure.
Thank you. Yeah, we're definitely very team oriented, very much. So,
yeah. And what does teamwork mean to you? If I can, I put that out there.
Yeah, for me, it's just, everybody plays a part. So, being together as a team, like my HR team is amazing. It's the best team I've ever worked on in my life. Everybody is always there to help. Everybody, they don't leave you if you're stuck. They're always checking in on you. What can I do to help you? Can I take something from you? Can I handle this for you later? They're not selfless, right?
No.
Like they're very selfless. Like they help you all the time. And that's how it seems to be in our long-term care facilities. Everybody's working as a team. Okay, you have this many residents. Okay, I can go and take this many for you. I can take these people for you. Yeah. It's what can they do for you and vice versa. So
yeah, support. And it's good. That's the key there. And I'm so happy to hear that you all are doing that. At the Neighborhood Conversations, we always try to leave with a little bit of hope, word, quote, or saying. What is that word, quote, or saying that you can leave with us as we need it in this world?
Totally. Yeah. Well, it kind of ties into teamwork. It's a quote by Babe Ruth. He was a huge baseball player back in the day. So he always used to say, the way a team plays as a whole determines its success. You may have the greatest bunch of individual stars in the world, but if they don't play together, the club won't be worth a dime.
Ooh.
And right? Like that just for me, it nails it right on the head. Like that's the entire Northwood organization. Everybody works so well together, and we're a huge team.
Wow. And that's a wrap. That's a wrap. Chelsey, thank you so much for coming on to the Neighborhood Conversations, and really do appreciate it. Team building is really important, audience. As you continue to grow in your organization, continue to build, continue to be a part of the club. The club has to move with all of you in order for everything to be achieved. Thank you so much, and we'll see you at the next episode.
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
This podcast is funded by the Government of Nova Scotia.